Alright, welcome to the Creative Continents Terraforming tutorial. First thing I'm going to dive into is the button panel over here. So if you already have a continent that you're working on, you can go ahead and click on the load button, and that will load up the continent that you're working on. So right now I've been working on one called the Grid 2.0, and that's, as you can see, quite a bit of land that I've added in here already. And all right, and then save, obviously it's going to save the map. And then workshop we'll get back to later on. Main menu will take you back to the main menu. So to start terraforming, you're going to have to pick a tool. So the first tool that we have is the surface tool. We'll give you this round circle or disc, and you can adjust that in and out by rolling your mouse wheel. And basically what you can do is you can pick any of these 50 biomes over here on this side. So let's say we wanted to make an autumn forest, and we'll just go ahead and start laying that in. And if you click on refresh foliage, you'll see that the forest appears. You can make it a little bit bigger. You see that. Okay. Now, the slider right here is the strength of the tools. Higher the strength, obviously, it's going to raise land straight up. Okay. If you take it all the way down to the bottom, it'll just paint. So if you wanted to switch something, you can just paint it. And then refresh foliage, and you'll have your new landscape there, as you can see. And definitely one of my favorite parts of Creative Continents is the fact that you can dig. So if you hold shift and click with the tool, now we're going to tunnel into the side. Now, the other tools that you have is a sphere, so you can again make a nice little dome here, and you also have a square, and that'll make that. Okay, and then you also have what they call the smooth tool, which is kind of just going to even out the angles and make things not have so edgy. As you can see, it makes things work. And then you can just, once you have it shaped the way you want, you can just paint it with whatever terrain you want, and then refresh the foliage. Let's see if we can just make a little cartoon cliff here, and refresh the foliage, and there you go. You have a little cartoon area. Also in your control is the time over here on the time panel, and you can go between day and night. And then also weather, which will change the weather that's happening, and that can. So here's a quick tip. As you can see here, I've raised a lot of land. One way you can do that is by resizing your square brush at the bottom of the ocean until it just peaks over the top, and as you can see, you can add whole chunks of ground in very quickly. Also, H will toggle the HUD. Okay, so you've got your continent ready, and you want to go ahead and load it up to Steam. So go to the workshop button, title your continent, give it a description, and then if it's an existing continent that you want to update, you can put the continent number in here. If it's not, if it's brand new, just click on Upload to Workshop. Now at this point, we only have the little text notification there that came up in the corner. Okay, now once your map is uploaded, in Steam, go to Creative Continents and then go to Workshop. Once you find your map, click on that and click on Subscribe. All right, now that we've subscribed to the continent, we're going to go ahead and come back in the game, and we're going to go ahead and go host a continent. Once that world comes up, if we click up here on the link that matches the continent number, it will then load the continent from your workshop in. Click on Go to World, and as you can see, we are now in the grid. So can't wait to see what you guys all come up with, and I'll be watching on Workshop.